I'm Sunny Sadie. If you are new here, I am 28, almost 29, living in Colorado currently where it is snowing, and I don't think it was supposed to snow, but I wanted to start this vlog and then I look outside, snow. It's disgusting. Anyways, I just got done with the job interview. There's a lot of really lame jobs. This is a great start to the vlog, very random. I'm gonna go to the sauna. I have been trying to do the sauna for 20 minutes, 2 to 3 times a week, and there are a few benefits to using the sauna, which is why I wanted to do it consistently. I will go over them in a little bit, but I am gonna walk over to my apartment's gym and maybe get like a little warm, a little sweaty from the sauna, which is the polar opposite of outside right now. Also, forgot to add, today is my active recovery day, so all I've done is a core workout, which I recorded for YouTube, and I did like I did an hour and like 15 minutes on my walking treadmill, which is right over there, and while I'm waiting for the sauna to warm up, I'm probably gonna hang out on the elliptical for like 20 minutes. So, active recovery day, that's pretty much it. I know this is really bad, but does anyone else do this? I think growing up in the country, you never really had to lock your door, and sometimes I forget about keys, which is really bad. That's been in the door for like at least 3 hours. Snow is so stupid. I don't even think it was supposed to snow. It's so gross out. 'Good morning! I just finished up with the second interview. I guess this vlog is all about interviews. This interview is better than yesterday, so I am about to make my breakfast. I already had like the mush, is that what it's called? The oatmeal, I'll put a picture up. And now I'm gonna actually have something more filling, pretty much my go-to breakfast. And then I'm gonna walk on the treadmill because it's just like the way the sun comes in the morning, you have to take advantage, especially when it's winter. So that's what's next. 50 minutes is complete on the walking desk treadmill. I've said this before, but I love this thing. I think it's just so nice to make a few activities that are normally sedentary to make them active. And there's so many different uses. Like just now I used it because I posted to Instagram, and then of course I watched some vlogs. Some of them were entertaining, some of them were educational. But I find myself using this most days of the week. So it was worth the purchase. Now I'm gonna go work out. I don't think I'm gonna take you along because I just have like a bit of a, like one of those headaches where they like wrap around. And I'm not super in the mood to work out. And today is Friday, which is a leg day. So I'm doing it. But one little tip I have is, and I know you've heard this part probably before, but to have your workout written down so you know what you're getting into. And there are lots of benefits to that. But one thing I don't think that's really talked about is I think it is very helpful to have it written down because now you can imagine doing the workout. So I think you can use imagery to help get you to the gym. So I've never really heard anyone phrase it where you're using imagery as a tool, but I think that you know, like, okay, today's leg day, I want to go lift, but what am I doing? And now I just pulled out my phone. I have it in Google Docs, so that's where I keep it. So I'm like, okay, I'm doing brace RDLs, I'm doing heels elevated, goblet squat, etc. And now I can imagine myself doing those, and therefore it makes it a little bit easier to get to the gym. I first can remember using imagery when my dad would take me to basketball tournaments, and he would tell me, like, in the car to imagine, like, dribbling the basketball and shooting free throws and stuff like that. And then when I got to undergrad, one of the classes they make you take for exercise science is stress management. I think it's like a 300 level class with Dr. Radlow. He'll probably never see this, but it was a great class. And then when I was a teaching assistant in grad school, I taught 100 level stress management class. And of course, one of the things we talk about is imagery. So I think imagery can help you get to the gym, and that's one of my tips. It is now a little bit later in the day. I ran to Trader Joe's because I was already close to it, and I wanted to get some of their juices because they don't have any added sugars, and also because my future sister-in-law, which is crazy to say, she has an Instagram account called Organically Sarah that she posts to, and she was talking about how she has cherry juice before bedtime because it has high melatonin, and also like she mixes it with some sparkling water. So I've been wanting to do that because I just like the idea of a nighttime beverage that you enjoy, and I don't really drink wine or anything like that. So I got 100% red tart cherry juice, not from concentrate. And then I got the Power of 7 green. If you've never bought this, I will say it's a really, like, a pretty good green juice because it is a little sweet. It's not just grass and like spinach tasting. It has apple and lemon to make it a little bit sweeter, just like a little bit. And then I picked up, I've never had this before, the probiotic water, which is orange, peach, and mango. And lastly, of the juices, I got the To the Power C juice. So I just think during winter time, and when everyone's getting different illnesses right now, it just makes me feel a little bit better that I'm not going to get sick, even though that's probably not true at all. But taking precautions. And then I got my dog, my dog Kingsley, his favorite doggy treats. He's a very picky dog. So if you've never bought these for your doggo, they're just literally chicken strips smoked and dehydrated. Moving on, lastly, I got these little mini cones because I just think they're a nice little sweet treat whenever you want one, and they are indeed mini, which I've never really seen any that are this tiny, but that's what they look like. And my favorite one is the chocolate on chocolate, but they have 2 other flavors. So this is my first time ever living by a Trader Joe's. Like, I went to one sporadically when I lived in California and Florida, but they were never like down the road. So this is a pretty spiffy little treat to be able to try out different things from Trader Joe's. So that is my mini haul. I should do what?
Keep one of those cleaning cloths.
Ryan and I are back from having dinner, and we are going to try these big old cookies that we got from a place called Mary's Mountain Cookies. Actually, Ryan already had bites of it, so really I'm going to be trying. First up, Oreo. Oh, it's soft. They had so many cookie options. How many do you think they had? 20?
Yeah, probably 20.
Oh, this one is really soft.
Did you want more of this one?
You're gonna eat all of it?
I might.
This one's better than you made it sound. This one is red velvet. I don't know which one's my favorite.
This one.
Of course, you love chocolate. Would you go back?
Yeah.
Say good morning, vlog. Are you really, really sad because you had to get a bath after your walk? Aww. He's just a really sad little bug. Oh, it's okay. We were not sure what we're gonna do today, but we've landed ourselves at Garden of the Gods. We parked at one spot and then I realized that we forgot water, so we ran into a gas station and we are going to repark at a different spot because it's very nice out and it's just a pretty area. So Kingsley is like, he's painting a lot, I'll show you, because it is like 56, 57, and I think we haven't had that in a while. Are you just a really hot little dog? Yeah. I got water, and then I got a ghost drink, and I also stopped, and I don't know if anyone else ever does this, but I got Kingsley a little burger because he's such a good little dog.